Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I have for you is episode 15 of my Football Manager 23 save with Tottenham Hotspur. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes on today's episode, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 400 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts on today's episode as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm and all that sort of stuff. Now, we've made a decision. Let's get into it. I know that decision is not that I need a haircut, although I am going as soon as I record this episode. But I did say we were going to come back for the Champions League quarterfinals, but I've decided we're going to come back just a couple of games later from last episode for this second leg against Lazio, because this game against Liverpool in the FA Cup quarterfinals also been slotted into our schedule. So, since you were last with us then, we had a 3-0 win away at Watford. João Pedro scoring a goal, which was assisted by Yasser Asprilla, the two former Watford men. Then we beat Aston Villa 3-0 at home, before recently getting a nice little 4-0 win away from home against Norwich City, where we pretty much played a lot of the second team. In today's episode, though, we have Lazio at home in the second leg of our Champions League round of 16 match, and then we also have Liverpool at home in the FA Cup quarter-final. We obviously recently beat Man City 7-2 at home in the FA Cup, so let's get into this game against Lazio. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's match at home to Lazio. We've got a Gurkan in goal, a back four of Timber, Scalvini, Gvardiol and Udogie. I would expect this back four to be our go-to back four from now on, with Scalvini now being the same current ability as Romero, with a lot more potential and also being a lot younger as well. A midfield three of Skip, who's actually wanting to leave the club at this moment in time. He's going to explore his options at the end of his contract. He's still contracted with us for another 4 years after this season, so I don't really understand what's the crack about that, to be honest with you. We've also got Valverde and Bellingham in the midfield, Berardi on the right, Pedro on the left and Osimhen through the middle. I would expect Lazio to line up in some sort of a 4-3-3 sort of formation, a similar team to what they played in their last game, where they don't really have too many threats, to be honest with you. It is a 4-3-3, very similar to ours. Obviously, Immobile and Luis Alberto are their main players. Former Spurs left-back Reguilon does start once again for Lazio. We are now underway, though, for today's game. Fingers crossed we can get the win. Immobile picks the ball up here on their right-hand side. Vicinho now looking to build up an attack here. Osimhen with a good tackle, doing his defensive work very well here, and he's countering down our left-hand side. Not really too many options. He plays a pass into Gvardiol on a yellow card, driving out of defence here, and he gives it away. And it's now Pedro with the ball. But again, good defending from Osimhen, and it's found Valverde. He clips it out wide here to João Pedro, heads inside to Osimhen, gives it away quite cheaply there. I thought Pedro could have maybe run with the ball there. Romagnoli goes back to the Lazio keeper, who sends the ball long, looking for Immobile. We've got to deal with that. Scalvini with a great header there. Now Skip's looking for Domenico Berardi, can't quite get there, and Reguilon intercepts. He goes inside to Acerbi, who's got the time to pick a pass here. Lazio looking to build out from the back. Oh, that's a bad tackle from Berardi. Referee says play on, and it's João Pedro with his 7th goal of the season. He's been getting a decent run of games at this moment in time, with Heung-min Son being out for a couple months with a torn hamstring, and he's repaid me with a goal there. The first goal in today's tie. As soon as this player picked up the ball, Cataldi picked the ball. We pressed him with 3 plays. Berardi with certainly a strong challenge. I've seen those certainly given as red cards. Osimhen slots it through though to João Pedro. It's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Lazio 0, and I'd like to think that means we're through into the quarterfinals now. Throw in for us here, which Timber will take. He goes into Berardi, bit of space for him. Alberto with some good defending there, and it's still in the corner. He goes back to his goalkeeper. Poor clearance though, and Valverde will pick that up into Jude Bellingham. Bit of space for him to hit one here. He cuts onto his left. He shoots. Lots of power, not much accuracy. Half an hour gone, it's still 1-0. Timber picks the ball up here. Finds Berardi, he looks for a forward pass, but he loses possession. It's Luis Alberto with the ball now. Look at my physical presence on the sideline there. Reguilon clips the ball into the channel. Scalvini again with some great defending. I tell you what, that's the commentator's curse. Immobile's in, Immobile scored. Just as I was about to say, Scalvini's very good at football. He's at fault for the goal we've just conceded. There's just over 5 minutes to go before half-time. It's a really, really cheap goal to give away. Scalvini certainly won't want to see that one back. He should have just put it in the stands or done anything other than that. You never turn back there when the striker's chasing you down like that. Just put it out for a throw-in. I think a Gurkan should certainly be doing better with that one as well. And Lazio level things up with 5 minutes to go before half-time. As we approach half-time into the added time in the first half, we've certainly been the better side, but the scoreline does not reflect that. We're going to say I'm far from pleased. Maybe saying that we should hopefully be going through now at 1-0 was a little bit maybe big-headed. Maybe I expected a little bit more from this team, but we've got a throw in here, which Berardi picks up from Timber. Back into Timber. He goes into Scalvini, looking to make up for his mistake. Gvardiol now. back into Scalvini. Don't let him have the ball anymore. Gvardiol now. Can he switch the play? He does. He finds Udogie, who's going to have loads of space here. I don't know why their manager's doing star jumps on the touchline. Udogie looking for a ball forward. João Pedro with the shot. He's offside. VAR are going to check the goal. We conceded 5 minutes before half-time. Have we scored at 5 minutes after half-time? VAR check the goal here. The goal is disallowed for offside. Couldn't really see with the angle there. Pedro showing, though, that he can certainly score goals. And with an hour played on the clock, I'm going to look to freshen things up a little bit because we've got a couple of tired players out there at this moment in time. I know we've got a lot of youngsters on the bench, which certainly isn't ideal. Maddison is going to come on for João Pedro. We're also going to bring Richarlison on for maybe Berardi, potentially. Maybe put Richarlison out on the left, put Maddison out on the right. And then, I mean, we've just got a lot of youngsters, really. Koopmeiners could potentially come on for maybe Bellingham and Valverde are both having good games. I don't really want to change things up for the sake of it. Romero's going to come on for Scalvini, who's not having a great game, and we'll save our final couple of subs for a moment in time. So still half an hour to go. We still need a goal. Not a lot is really happening right now. There's now 20 minutes left on the clock. We are going to look to make some more substitutions. Skip is going to come off here for Koopmeiners. And we could maybe gamble and just bring a youngster on and just see what happens, really. If I'm going to bring a youngster on, I want them to be decent, have good potential. Maybe we bring Jamie Donnelly on. Would that be a bold move to bring Osimhen off for Donnelly? Would I get crucified for doing that? We could maybe bring Sergio Gomez on, but he's a little bit tired. Maybe Schlotterbeck on for Gvardiol, who's not having a good game. I think that's the safe thing to do, isn't it? He's on a yellow card, not particularly having a great game. 20 minutes to go, still at 1-1. We still need a goal. Goal kick here for Lazio, which is taken short. Acerbi picks the ball up here and finds Romagnoli. Can we trap them in a press here? Yes, we have. Victor Osimhen has his 30th goal of the season. That is shocking from Lazio. When you're away from home, it's 10 minutes to go. It's really tense game. You do not do stupid things like that. I've no idea what they even tried to do there. It's an absolute calamity piece of defending from Lazio. Romagnoli looks to hammer it forward. It's come off of, I think it's Jude Bellingham in the end, and Osimhen will eat them up every day of the week. Maybe Jamie Donnelly would have missed that one, so maybe I've made the right decision to keep Osimhen on. He has his 30th goal this season. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything until the full-time whistle. As we approach the end of today's game, we are on the attack once more, but Romero gives the ball away. And now Lazio have a chance to counter here with Zaccagni. It's now with Marcus Antonio running down their right-hand side. Can Udogie stop the cross? He does very well there to stop that. It's beautiful play from Udogie. Richarlison now finds Jude Bellingham, who's absolutely knackered, but he keeps running for the cause. Richarlison now finds Valverde, slots it back through into Osimhen, and surely that was the chance to wrap the game up. And with 2 minutes left on the clock, if he scores there, that 100% wraps the game up. He hasn't scored, and that's probably going to come back to bite us as Lazio come forward with the ball here. Ravella on the ball, intercepted done. It's now with Timber. Can he find James Maddison? He can. Bit of space here for Maddison. Can he get a ball into the box? Can he find Osimhen? He can't. He loses it far too easily in the end to Acerbi. Goes back to the keeper. He sends a ball long. Should be easy for Schlotterbeck to deal with. He does get underneath that, and it's now with Timber. He goes back to Romero, finds Valverde. Koopmeiners now looking over the top for James Maddison, in behind. Can he find Victor Osimhen into the penalty area? He shoots up by himself, and it's come off the post. 60 seconds left on the clock, 4 minutes of additional time. I think based on the stats, we more than deserve to be going through into the Champions League quarterfinals. It's not been easy, but we are now into the Champions League quarterfinals. That was certainly a lot harder than what I thought. Now we've got Liverpool in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Here we have it then. We do have the Champions League draw for the quarterfinals and at the semi-finals. We are going to view the draw here. We don't want it to last too long, so I am just going to press start draw and then we'll just go through every single one as quick as possible. So Manchester United will be facing against Tottenham Hotspur. So our quarter-final will be against Manchester United. We really want to skip through all the rest of the quarterfinals now. But, Real Madrid versus Barcelona, that'll be an interesting one. Bayern Munich have got Liverpool as well. Milan will be facing against Napoli. So lots of local ties. Is that the right one? We probably either want Milan versus Milan or Napoli, or maybe... No, we definitely want Milan or Napoli, but we've got to beat Manchester United first. Who are we going to get then in the... Where's the semi-final? Is this the semi-final? Here we go. Here's the semi-final. So Bayern versus Liverpool will be... Bayern or Liverpool will be playing against Milan versus Napoli, which means we're left with Real Madrid or Barcelona, and we're going to be away from home. I mean, we've got to beat Manchester United first, so that'll be the next episode. I don't know when them games will be played. If we have a look at the schedule, them games will be played... Well, we're going to play Brighton off camera, then we'll come back for Manchester United, then we'll play Palace off camera, and then we'll show you the second leg against Manchester United. So, lots of episodes, lots more episodes than what I initially planned on. But our full concentration at this moment in time is for this game against Liverpool. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for our FA Cup clash against Liverpool. We've got a Gurkhan in goal, a back four of Timber, Romero, Gvardiol and Udogie, a midfield three of Koop Miners, Valverde and Jude Bellingham, Asprilla on the right, João Pedro on the left and Osimhen, who's actually currently wanted by Bayern Munich, which isn't ideal. He leads the line, 29 goals so far for Osimhen this season. Let's hope he can add to it in today's game. We've gone pretty much full strength. I've put an injured Heung-min Son on the bench over a fully fit Pedro Goncalves. He is not getting that one more appearance, so we have to pay another £7.5 million. I'm absolutely not doing that. We've been trying to chip him out since the summer. We tried to chip him out in January as well. Inter Milan kept coming in with offers of like 12, 13 million pounds, which I'm never going to accept. I want to at least make my money back on him because he's not an awful footballer, but he just doesn't really fit into my plans at this moment in time. So if we get 30 million for him, I'm more than happy to accept that. I think a player like Pedro Goncalves should be worth more than 30 million pounds. But obviously we do line up in our standard 4-3-3 formation. I expect Liverpool to do the same, and that is exactly how they do line up in there. Very strong team. Nunes only on the bench, but pretty much full strength for Liverpool in there. Kenneth Taylor, a man who's caused a lot of problems so far this save. He also does start for Liverpool, but we are now underway. Goal kick for us here. A Gurkhan finds Gvardiol. He goes into Udogie. A little bit of time to turn, and he finds Jude Bellingham. Into João Pedro. Cuts inside. Good play here from João Pedro. Finds Valverde. Ball through here into Asprilla. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Yasser Asprilla with his 7th goal of the season. Just before the half an hour mark. It's Tottenham Hotspur 1 at Liverpool 0. It's been pretty much against the run of play, I would say. Liverpool have dominated the game so far without any highlights actually being shown. That goal all comes though from João Pedro. A great driving run. Brilliant ball through from Valverde. I think it's Canate playing everybody onside, and a great finish, to be fair, from Asprilla. To beat Alisson from nearly outside the penalty area, that's certainly not something to be sniffed at whatsoever. It's now Tottenham Hotspur 1 at Liverpool 0. Liverpool with a throw-in. Trent Alexander-Arnold plays a 1-2 with Mo Salah, and it's now with Milinkovic-Savic. Ball comes into the box, cleared by Gvardiol. Diaz with the ball back in. It's bouncing around. Gvardiol manages to hammer it clear. And that is the end of that highlight there. We're certainly growing into this game as more time is going along. But Virgil van Dijk's got a free header at the back post. I think the referee's going to disallow it. Was that maybe a foul on the keeper? What? They're certainly not offside. You can't be offside from a free kick there. I mean, if he's offside, then that's absolutely criminal from Van Dijk. Offside is given. How can you be offside from a free kick that's pretty much in the corner territory? That's terrible from Van Dijk. That's pretty much probably why we've left him unmarked then if he's going to stand offside. That probably makes sense. João Pedro gives the ball away there though. Taylor puts a ball in behind here for Luis Diaz. Timber completely caught out of position here. Diaz into the penalty area, shoots. Big save though from a Gurkhan to keep us in front just before half-time. We've certainly grown back into the game as more time has gone on. That is half-time. It is 1-0 to us at this moment in time. We have struggled a lot against Liverpool in this save so far, so if we can win here, that would be absolutely massive. If we can double our lead just 60 seconds into the second half as well, that would be lovely. Udogie looking for João Pedro, headed back down to Udogie, ball into the box, looking for Asprilla off the top of the crossbar. Big opportunity for us there. Unfortunately, we can't quite capitalise. Udogie picks the ball up here, finds João Pedro. Can he hold the ball up here? Good play from João Pedro. Great driving run. Salah can't quite keep up with him. He's now got Trent to beat. Udogie finds Jude Bellingham. Can he get a ball into the box? He does. It's a deep one, looking for Asprilla. Brings the ball down. Can he get a shot off? Cuts it back for Koop Miners, who we know can hit him from there. Blocked by Fabinho. And it's now with João Pedro who shoots just over the bar. We've got a couple type players out there at this moment in time. So we are now going to look to make some substitutions. I think we're going to bring Osimhen off for Richarlison. We're also going to bring Timber off. He's on a booking. He's tired for Emerson. Obviously, against his former team, Emerson here. He did play for Liverpool last season where he had a brief loan spell with them. I also probably want to get João Pedro off here. Maybe we get Heung-min Son some minutes. You know, he's not really been playing too much. He's back in full training in 3 days' time. We're going to get Heung-min Son half an hour in today's game. And if we are to make any more substitutions, we're going to bring Berardi on for Asprilla. Berardi recently called up to the, not Spain squad, to the Italy squad, sorry. And final change of the game will save for maybe 10-15 minutes, just in case Son maybe gets injured. Free kick for Liverpool, which apparently doesn't result in anything. Emerson Royale picks the ball up here in the penalty area. Can he find a Tottenham Hotspur player? Ball comes into the box here. Berardi now. Can we get a shot off? Berardi goes all the way back to Romero. That's certainly not the pass I wanted there. Valverde now finds Emerson Royale. He goes into Berardi. Heavy touch. Great touch. Son! Goal! It's his 16th goal of the season from Heung-min Son. They are the sort of chances that maybe João Pedro doesn't take. We have missed Heung-min Son a lot over these last couple of months when he has been out with his torn hamstring, but he's come up with a massive goal there in a big game. Great header from Heung-min Son coming in off that left-hand side, gets there ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I don't want to jinx it like I did in the last game, but with 24 minutes left, it's now 2-0. We're going to look to go a little bit more defensive as well. We're going to bring Bellingham off for Oliver Skipp, put Valverde as the attacking midfielder, put Coop Miners as the box-to-box, and then Oliver Skipp will play as the ball winner. We shall also now tell them to time waste whenever possible as well. And with 20 minutes to go, hopefully we are able to see this one out. But Emerson Royale has a throw in here. He goes down the line looking for Richarlison. On off the bench. Great first touch here from Richarlison into the penalty area. Can he finish? No, he can't. Not long left to go now in today's game. 3 minutes of additional time is not going to be enough for Liverpool in this one. Clean sheet against pretty much a full-strength Liverpool side. We will certainly take that. That's now Man City and Liverpool that we have now knocked out of the FA Cup. I don't know what teams are left in the FA Cup, but I'm thinking about the big clubs, maybe Chelsea, Arsenal. Apart from that, is there anyone that's really going to stop us now? If we just put 7 goals past Man City, then kept a clean sheet against Liverpool, we have surely got to be one of the favourites. I don't really know how I check, to be honest with you, who is still left in the FA Cup. We'll have a quick scroll down to the FA Cup. And the teams that are left then are Chelsea, Everton and Brentford. So maybe Chelsea in the final, but Everton or Brentford in the semi-final. That'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it? But anyway, that is where I'm going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that'd be absolutely class. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 400 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so and it does massively help out. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. We should hopefully win a trophy at some point in this season. I don't really know when our semi-final is going to be against, or when it's actually going to be played, because it's not actually on here at this moment in time, but we've got the Champions League to play, we've got this FA Cup semi-final as well. You know, it's all going off at this moment in time, so there's going to be lots more episodes. Thank you for watching though. Have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you all very soon for another video. Peace.